We got one door and a fender left to get down to bare metal. Really not down to bare metal. We got to get the OSPO off of it, the metal conditioner. One door in the front bumper you see on the back of the truck over there is ready to go. So the plan here is this. I'm going to take the Bauer because I think this is going to be faster, okay, the surface conditioning tool. I'm going to run over this thing. I'm going to run over that fender. And then we're going to wipe all this stuff down. We're going to set up the garage. And we're going to epoxy prime everything today. Okay? So that's what you're going to see. We got about between now and 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish to get that accomplished. So stay tuned. We're going to make a little noise. We're going to spray some primer. But all of it's for our 1958 Chevy Apache that you guys see right there. Right there. I swear to God. If I turn around and point, I'm pointing at the 44, but for some reason it shows. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to mask up. We're going to get to getting on this thing and try to get some things primed. Big Ron's here. He's bouncing around doing other stuff in the background. You'll see him moving around. For all of you that are watching, that are subscribed, thank you so much. We hit 5,000 subscribers last night. That was my first #1 goal for this channel, was to hit 5,000 subscribers. It was a real deal. I honestly didn't think I could, but we did it thanks to you guys, and we really appreciate you. So yeah, I'm gonna make a little noise. We're gonna get to getting here. All of this, again, 1958 Chevy Apache, think tow maker, okay? We're gonna take the door down, we're gonna take the rear fender down, and then we're gonna prime both doors, the rear fender, and the front bumper. Okay, so we know what we're doing. All right. I'm gonna get loud.
Yeah, you're good. Leave it open.
Hey guys, hope you're all doing good. Gary, sorry I missed you, brother. Ghosty, I don't know how to pronounce the other person. Sorry, but hi. All right, guys. So here's what we're doing. We're making a mess. That's what we're doing. So 58 Chevy Apache door. Okay, it's the driver's door for that truck. Okay. I got to get the OSPO metal conditioner off of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm pretty much done with this side. I'm going to go around it. We're going to flip the door over. I'm going to knock out the top side, and then and then we'll jump on that back fender. We'll wipe everything down, blow out the shop, and then we'll prime all this stuff with epoxy. So stay tuned. It's going to be kind of a longer live, but we'll be priming in a little bit. So stay tuned for all that. And if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. We did hit 5,000 subscribers last night. You guys are amazing. That was like my first goal for this channel like a year and a half ago. And it's not easy doing this and trying to grow. So thank you. Really appreciate you guys. I promise you, we're not going to let you down. I did see the J10 Ghosty. It looks amazing. My wife told me to tell you she's proud of you and it looks fantastic. She said, go girl power. She's that person. Hey, Kevin. How's it going, buddy? We're in Spring Hill, Florida. About 40 minutes north of Tampa. Right by the Gulf. The Gulf of something. All right, guys. I'm going to get back on this. I just had to kind of catch my breath and pull this mask off. I was sweating. It's 90 degrees in the shop right now with 56% humidity. Why not, right? And check out our lights. Look at that. I can see what we're actually doing now. It's incredible. We got to come back, Kevin. You got to come hang out, man. That's how this works. You got a reason to come down here now. All right, guys. I'm going back to it. All right. You good, Big Ron? Yep.
Hey, you found it.
They used to give them out of gas stations.
There you go. That's awesome. Look here. Look around. I'm gonna flip this. We'll go.
Why not? Let's do it again. I will, Ghosty.
All right. Hey.
Something that'll eat it off.
Yeah.
Good.
We're gonna do a truck. We can't go that slow. What we got?
Hey guys. All right. So we got the doors done. Now we're at a point where we need to blow the prime them with epoxy. Hopefully you guys, this is the truck they're going on. It's our 1958 Chevy Apache, for those wondering. Hopefully, God willing, in the next week, we're gonna take this body off the frame, get it on a dolly, and then I'm gonna tear into the frame, tear all the suspension off of it, and get it back down to frame rails. And October 16th, we're ordering the Mustang 2, the Hyatt's Mustang 2 suspension, brakes, and all that stuff. That's gonna be coming, and this coming month. So within the next 30 days, we should have that and have it installed in the frame and going from there. Whew, boys. There's our Volkswagen thing. Just got out here. Got all the windows in it. It was raining earlier. It was pouring. Had to wait and wait and wait to finally be able to pull this outside. But we're getting somewhere. Let's set you guys up right about here where you can see it, but I can sit down. There we go. So that's kind of what's going on, guys. We got a lot going on tonight. We're working on our 1958 Chevy Apache, trying to get the we just got the metal conditioner, the OSFO, off of the doors and the front bumper. I don't think we're going to mess with the fender. I think we're just going to do the two fenders, or the two doors, inside and out, hopefully, and the bumper. We're going to get that epoxy primed and start rolling from there. So, lots going on. Hey, Hector, what's up, brother? Welcome back. How's life out in Fresno, man? You wouldn't want to grab us a drink, would you?
What kind?
I'll take a Coke Zero.
Okay.
Good. Good, man. Well, we're back on the truck, Hector. We got that bumper there, that door, and then that other door over there in the corner. And oh shit, you're doing good. It is 91 degrees here with 51% humidity. I'll take your weather anytime, man. I swear to God, I miss it. Oh, all right. Take a drink. I'll tell you what, that OSFO did not want to come off of there. I used the DA with 150 grit. I used the Bauer with 40 grit strip and drum, what was left of one. I used 240 grit strip and drum on the Bauer. Ron was using a jitterbug with the fucking a little palm sander with I think 40 grit. It just did not want to come off of there for no reason whatsoever. But it did. But it did. So yeah. Check this out, guys. You guys can actually see it from here. Check out those lights. That's slick. Y'all need these in your shops, I'm telling you. Buy this shit and put it in your garage. They were I think we got about $300 invested in the lights. It was 2 kits from Amazon, the hexagonal lights. One kit came with a bunch of straights with it as well, big tubes. That was actually great. We were able to do some areas because we got right in the middle there where it looks a little funky. That's where the hatch is for the attic door. So yeah, definitely something I can light it on the ceiling. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's night and day, Hector. It ain't even close to what we had. It's so much better. Like, no shit, when I shut that garage door, it almost hurts your eyes. you feel like you're in the operating room. You know, I mean, it's just, it might even be brighter than that, to be completely honest with you. It's going to help us tremendously because, you know, me and Ron, neither one of us have the best eyes in the world. He's older and wearing his glasses trying to paint, and I have to wear glasses or I can't even see my hand in front of my face. So when we go to spray and paint these cars, we can't really see. I'm following them around with a lantern, with a flashlight, like a big Bauer flashlight, so that we can at least attempt to see the spray pattern going down, right? You know. Are they really? V8s for vocation? That's cool as shit. That's cool, CKG. I would buy 3 kits for a 3-car. They're like $130 a piece or something like that. This is like a 2.5, and what I ran out of was all the connectors that you actually have to put on the ends to run the next piece. So I need to buy another kit. So I'm gonna have 3 kits in a 2.5 car, but that should get you done, especially if you actually think about it. I just kind of threw it up. And super easy, dude. All the connectors where each piece connects in has a hole in it for a screw. So all you gotta do is run a drywall anchor in. We're using those white plastic ones that screw in, and running those in, boom. You put a drywall screw in first, pull it out, and then drop everything down a little bit, run your anchor in, throw it right back up, and you're done. Works great. I mean, it literally couldn't be much easier. And that's just one way you're doing it. I'm sure there's a million ways to do it, but it's pretty cool. We like it a lot. I'll tell you what, let me show you what it looks like. Hold on, Hector. Hold on. Put it here. I'll shut the door. You can actually get an idea. That give you an idea, buddy? It's got both. You can actually plug it in or hook it up to straight power. I still got to do this section here, but you kind of get the idea. Hey, if you guys are watching this, please like and subscribe. Would really appreciate it. 55 seconds here. Nice, Daniel. Nice. We're doing this 58 Apache at the moment. You can see the doors over here. Good. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate you, buddy. Get to where I'm trying to hold the tripod. Sorry, it's moving so much. All right, so over here, guys, is this fender, that fender over, or this door, jeez, this door, that door over there. We're gonna wipe down, find a way to hang them, and we're gonna spray them with epoxy here, which he is right here. Shopline epoxy, white, same stuff we've been using on everything. That's what we'll be using. And we're gonna be spraying this here in a minute, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna open the door back up. I'm gonna blow this garage down. You guys can watch that, that'll be fun. And watch all the shit go outside. And then from there, we'll wipe this door down, wipe the other door down, kind of get everything set up, and we'll get ready to spray. So that's what you're about to see, guys. All right, guys, so what we're doing here, we're getting ready to prime this door, and that bumper. Okay, here's what we got, guys. We do have those cool lights. Welcome back, Mary. All right, so let me show you what we got here. Stop looking at myself here. Cool lights are going in. I ran out of ends, so I got a little section back there I got to do, but you can see them up in there. It is totally helping our life here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wipe down this door, we're gonna wipe down this door, we're gonna wipe down this front bumper. They've already been metal conditioned, they've taken down to bare metal conditioned, so on and so forth. They are ready for epoxy primer. This right here, this is what we're about to do. They do, I know, it's so weird. Like, I feel fancy, and I'm not a fancy guy. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. It's weird, but I like them. I really like it. It's just getting used to it. When I come in here in the morning and flip the switch, it literally blinds you. Like, it takes you a second. It almost hurts your eyes. It's so damn bright in here. All right, guys, so I'm going to set you up back on that table. I got to clean a couple more things up, and then we are going to prime these doors and that bumper. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We got a lot of work to do. Back right there goes in that box. Hold on, I'm gonna set you back up here. You guys kind of sort of see what's going on here? All right. I blew everything down. I also blew the rock out. So now I got the bumper right there. That's a good spot for that, because you can actually get the other way, you would have a problem. So how do you think we should do this? Do you think we should prime the backs first or the fronts? We're not going to do both today. Right. Yeah. And the side we can hit. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll flip them up on either way with us. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, Big Ron has spoken. We listen when Big Ron speaks. So, sometimes. So we're going to do the tops of the doors first, and as much of around the sides as we can, and the bumper. Let that dry overnight. Tomorrow we'll flip them over to the other side, probably in the morning. I'll show you guys that tomorrow's live stream. I'll walk you around and show you. And because honestly, guys, and I mean this, and I know it sounds crazy. 4 days, I'm taking that cab off of the truck, okay? So the cab will be on a roller hopefully in the next 4 to 5 days. And then it'll be the frame sitting here. And then we're gonna, on the live, me and you guys, we're gonna power it down to bare metal. We're gonna epoxy prime it, get it ready for the Mustang 2. The Hyatt's Mustang 2 that will be coming, honest to God, I hope to have it installed by Halloween. And but the last bit of parts that have to get primed are these right here. I'll be back. So Big Ron's going to go get another fan, and we're making up our makeshift paint booth here. So what we got, fan going out the door. Door's open, fan blowing out the door. And then we'll take this door, we'll leave the top open, and we'll shut it. And that'll be our kind of makeshift paint booth going on here. So, should be interesting. All right. Gonna get a drink. And I'm going to start wiping these things down and get ready for that. All right. All right. Gonna start over here with the bumper. Get this wiped down. That one's ready. Now most of this door here gets cut off actually. That'll probably be next week. So the other door over there on the other rack, it already has the door bottom on, some bodywork done, and so on and so forth. So this one, oh yeah. Bumper's wiped down, one door's wiped down, I expected that. What? The one that was there? No. Okay. Oh. I mean, that'll be fine. We can only put that away. Hey, Diesel. How we doing, Bubba? We are finally getting ready to prime our doors here in a second. Got to get them wiped down first. It goes on my bed. Good. Boys, it's hot up in here. That ain't no joke. My towel was just terrible. Wipe down. Okay guys, here's kind of the deal. Don't you? It's amazing, right? As long as you prime it right after, you'll be all right. So Ron's mixing up the epoxy. Once it's mixed, we gotta wait 15 minutes before we can spray it. So he's doing that now. I think we're pretty much ready. Once the primer's ready, we'll be ready to spray. Yeah. God, it's only 4 o'clock. Feels like it's like 10 o'clock at night. No shit. Oh my God. What we spraying? 1958 Chevy Apache. Both doors. Hey, saltwater. Both doors and the front bumper. We're gonna epoxy prime them, and got them down to bare metal. Got everything wiped down. Got all the OSPO off, metal conditioned them and all that. Got it off, and then yeah, now we're just Big Ron's attracting every love bug in the state of Florida, and it should be good. We have these little bugs, little love bugs, and you're gonna see them. They're fucking everywhere. And as soon as we open up or start spraying anything sweet smelling, like body filler, all metal, primer, looks like we've got a plague. They're on you. It looks like a plague. So we're gonna try to keep them out of the garage and see where we get with this whole thing. But yeah, OSPO works really good. We like OSPO. So far, so that's our favorite. We tried the Eastwood Fast Edge. Yeah, mixed results. Vinegar and water is great, but you work your ass off, and I don't know if it actually does anything. And you know, I'll show you guys this. He's mixing the primer over there. Whew. So kind of what we're thinking here, boys, is we're going to spray the tops of the doors tonight and the front bumper. Get that done. Tomorrow morning we'll come out here, we'll flip them over, let them dry overnight, come out here, flip the doors over, and they're going white. Right now they're bare metal. So this is what you got here, guys. You got, that's the driver's door, passenger door, front bumper. All of these are to that truck, to the 58 Chevy Apache. Trying to hold this steady so you can actually see it. Got the Volkswagen thing out there. 40 Ford's next to it. So the plan, well, really the plan was we were going to get started a lot earlier, but Mother Nature had other plans and just monsoon. So we tried to hang as many lights as we could while I stood on the bed of the truck right here, putting up these lights. And yeah, we got a little bit of a late start, about 1:30, 2 o'clock kind of thing. So 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll here. All right, had to set a timer. So yeah, this is my first Apache. And I'm in love with it, man. Like really, really love it. It's gonna be a beautiful truck. We're gonna paint ours turquoise and white, and turquoise with a white roof and a white interior. I'm gonna two-tone the dash and kind of go down that road. The this is the color. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me flip the camera here. Show you the color we're going to be painting. Okay. Turquoise. That's the color. So, should look pretty good, I think. But this is the color that our 58 Chevy Apache is going to be. It'll be majority this with a white roof, a creamy white roof. And we'll do a white interior, and I'm going to two-tone the dash. Top of the dash will be turquoise, bottom of the dash will be white, creamy white, and the rest of the interior will be creamy white. And then I think I'm going to do like a brown leather on the seat with, I'm going to try to, I've got an idea, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but try to incorporate like a Native American like blanket kind of thing into the seat and the headliner and the door panels. And then maybe do something with that with a graphic, something to do with all that for the bed when we do the bed, the aluminum bed. So, but for those of you wondering, that's the color, tropical turquoise. So this, if you're wondering what this actually is, because you like it or not, it's 1957 Chevy Bel Air, paint code 799, tropical turquoise. And then what we did, it took us like 15 tries, but we kept adding and subtracting, trying to make it lighter and brighter. So we ended up with this. This has got more white in it and more blue in it to get to this color. So, you know, kind of interesting. I'm gonna flip you guys back around here so you can see Ron and put this paint away. But that's what's coming eventually. Should I shut the door to get her bugs? Yeah. I'll tell you what, from a spraying perspective, this should be interesting. This is the first time. Farm truck green, I like that, man. I like that. Hey, Diesel, you're asking about the weather. Weather's pretty good right now. Sunny, it's 90 degrees, and I'm reading it from across the room. 56% humidity in the garage. It's hot, but yeah. So this will be our first time spraying with the new lights up. So it should be interesting to see what that's like in here. So that should be kind of interesting. So what we're waiting on here, guys, just hang tight, just a couple more minutes, about 10 minutes. We're waiting on the primer. It's once you mix it up, you got to wait 15 minutes, and then you spray it. It goes down, just goes down amazing. So we're just hurry up and waiting at the moment, waiting on that over there. But stay tuned for that. We'll be spraying primer here in a minute. What you're looking at, 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. Think tow mater from Cars. We're going to be priming the two front doors. That's what you see in front of you. Front door there, front bumper. And I'll be following Ron around with the camera while he sprays. He'll be spraying, I'll be filming, and we'll get all that for you guys. And what we're going to prime tonight is the door jambs, basically the best we can, and the top of the doors and the top of the back bumper or front bumper. And then tomorrow we'll flip them over and do the other side. But just kind of where we're at. We got to let them dry, and they will dry at 90-degree heat with 56% humidity. It'll dry pretty quick. Does it have wood? Actually, it did have wood when I got it. I took it all out. At the moment, it doesn't have anything, but I'm going to do the bed itself is, the bed itself, but the actual wood part is going to be aluminum that looks like wood with a big graphic in the middle of it, big picture. Should be kind of cool. I think anyway. We'll see. I got a company that does them. They do a lot of the, you know, you can get like the American flag with the Constitution on it. You can get, you know, you can do Brown's Rod and Custom, but I'm not going to do that. You could do about anything. You take them a picture and they can literally make it, basically put that on your bed and then you install it. It's kind of cool. But they're super high gloss, kind of a faux wood. They look like wood, but they're aluminum. And that's what's going to be going in ours. Hang tight, guys. We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes, and we're going to start spraying some primer. Give or take. Big Ron getting ready over here. This front bumper we're actually not going to use, but I had taken it down with the Bauer to bare metal like a year ago, like an idiot, and didn't spray any primer on it and put it in my shed. It really didn't rust too bad, but finally we're priming everything. I was like, I need to prime the the bumper. Because here's the thing, we'll probably do another truck down the road, you know, and if we need a bumper, we got one. And if we need a bumper to mock things up, we have one, right? And so that's a really good bumper. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want a chrome one. We're gonna prime this door. We're gonna prime this door. Tow mater doors. Everybody in the neighborhood is has named our truck Mater. So, our Apache, so that's kind of interesting. Give you guys an idea of what we're doing here. We got 6 minutes. Big Ron's putting together his new mask. I buy him a new mask pretty often, actually, probably once a month. Just so when we're spraying and stuff, he's not, you know, dying. I'm wearing this thing, you know, I'll probably die, but he'll be all right. I'm wearing a good one. Ah, look at that, boys. I get a good mask. It's exciting. It pays to buy more than one every once in a while. It might just save your life. So yeah, so check this shit out. Check out these lights. It is crazy walking in here. I'll tell you what. I'll show you how bright this is. Check this out. We're gonna go in a dark room. Hold on. Okay, you ready? Yeah, bumper boys, that's who we're going through. We're just not there yet. But we will be soon. We got a lot of things gonna happen in real short order in the next 3 months. So you're gonna see in the next week, we're gonna take the cab off the frame. We're gonna prime these doors today, get these done today and tomorrow morning. And then we're gonna sit here and on our live streams and tear the suspension off of the factory suspension off the factory frame. And we're gonna Bauer it, take it down to bare metal. We're gonna get it ready. We're gonna epoxy prime it. And then we're gonna put our Hyatt Mustang 2 front suspension on there. You guys will be live for all of that. We'll get all that in, get it welded in, do all the things. It'll be a lot of fun. Then we'll do the rear suspension, parallel 4-bar with Panhard bar and a 9-inch Ford rear end with disc brakes. And we'll get all that in, get everything plumbed up, get the gas tank in the frame, and then we'll put the cab back on the frame, and then we're gonna go find us an LS and mock that up, get it in there, make sure the mounts and everything are good and we're not hitting the firewall. And then, boys, we're off to the races. Buddy, I try to go every year. Yeah, love the turkey run. It's amazing. Great show. It's funny, every time I go, like I go looking for specific parts for like specific cars. I can never find them. And when I go and I'm not looking for anything, there's 10 of everything there. It's just, you know, it's kind of like how we got our Chevelle. We went to the, what the hell is it called? Sumter Swap Meet here and in Brooksville. Automotive Swap Meet. It's every month. Literally looked at my dad. We're getting ready to go to Europe for vacation. This is about a year ago. And I said, hey, we're not buying anything, okay? Nothing. We're not even buying a Coke, all right? We're just here to hang out. We'll get out of the house and do something. Yeah, I bought a 65 LSS thing. Yeah, that's how this works. So, and it's been sitting at my house ever since. That's the next car, I think. It'll be one of the next cars. Figure around getting dressed over there. Give them some privacy. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to priming, guys. 2 minutes. Don't go nowhere. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. We actually hit 5,000 subscribers last night. So thank you all very much. For those of you that have subscribed, we really appreciate you. It really matters to us. You know, we're not a big channel making a lot of money or anything like that. We're just really doing this just because we like to do it. I've actually fallen in love with videoing. So I actually enjoy doing this part of it. So, and I'm not the guy that, I don't like public speaking, even though I've done a lot of it, that kind of thing, but I'm getting to like all this. It's only taken me about 1.5 years. We got the Marshmallow Man. He's ready. All right, guys, I'm gonna put this camera down for a second and get my mask on while Big Ron does his thing. I'll point you in that direction. We got 1 minute. 1 minute, Big Ron. One in the back, right? This is so pretty. Where are you up to? Look at that, I get a new mask? What's happening? Alright. All right, guys, so what's going to kind of happen here, I'm going to get his hose ready, and then he's going to throw that primer in the gun, and then I'm going to walk around with him and film while you guys watch. And then afterwards, and we'll show you everything. Understand this, though. While he's priming,
I'm gonna have my mask on.
I'm gonna have my mask on. You won't be able to hear me. So if you comment or something, just wait until after he's done spraying, and then I'll answer you. But I am watching. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Where do you want to start? Well, great. All right, so he's just getting his spray pattern and whatnot, dialing in the gun. We're using an Iwata primer gun with Shopline epoxy in white.
Actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? Huh?
Yeah, ours will have chrome.
Okay. A lot of. There you go. All right, where do you want to go next? Okay. Look. I gotta get a good view here. Don't worry about. Hey. Got it. We're good. Hey, Ron. Huh? Sit right here for me. Right there. I think we bumped it. Right here, Bubba. That corner. Looking good. What is this? Right at the end. Okay. Right? Uh-huh. All right, I'm gonna walk outside for a second, guys. I tell you what,
The lights look amazing in the primer. It's pretty full picture camera. It's pretty slick.
want me to open the door? Probably not. Love bugs. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Here's what we got. Front bumper.
Front bumper to the Apache. 58 Chevy Apache front bumper. And both doors to a 58 Chevy Apache.
So
We just sprayed epoxy primer. We're waiting on the primer to mix up. It's gonna be a couple minutes. That's what we're doing right now. Hey, AR. Couple more minutes, guys. We'll be spraying again. We're gonna finish up the bottom of that door and then probably put another coat on everything, or at least try to. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We're trying to build the channel. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done it. Really appreciate it. It's just me and my dad building hot rods 7 days a week in a 2.5 car garage. Basically what you got. Love bugs. I'm currently trying to keep the love bugs off of my damn doors and bumper. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Let me look, hold on.
Eight minutes. Hell yeah. Support your local Florida hot rod. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, we're getting there, boys.
8 minutes, we'll be spraying again. It'll be the second coat on that door, and it'll be, well, finishing that coat. Is there a water heater running? That one over there? Yeah, probably. I don't think it's running, but it's there. It'll be fine, you know, but it's one of those "but did you die" situations. Shop, preferably the size of Costco. Told my wife I want 100 by 100, and that's what I'd like to have. A couple lifts, different types. Have a spray booth. Just really kind of dial this thing in a little bit instead of doing it in a 2.5 car garage. But you know, we'll get there.
Yes, sir. 7 minutes. So I'll show you guys again just kind of what we're doing.
Front bumper, epoxy primed, one coat. It's for a 58 Chevy Apache pickup truck. This door we ran out on the bottom, so we're getting ready to do the next coat, but we got the bottom section here, that door over there, looking all pretty. It's amazing what primer will do for a door, for body, for parts. It's insane. It looks so much better with primer on. Six minutes. Yeah, that's the fan running. I got a couple big fans blowing out the side door here for ventilation. Paint finish, Reese. They turn out pretty good, actually. When we actually go to paint in here, we're just epoxy priming right now, but when we actually go to paint, we'll probably do like a plastic paint booth in here. We'll make one with 2x4 walls and put lighting in it and all that, and wet the floor and literally strip this garage of everything, clean everything. If it doesn't have to be in here, it won't be in here during that time. And they turn out pretty good. I mean, you still got a wet sand and buff, but it's not, you know, not terrible. What really gets us is, you know, bugs and stuff like that. So, doesn't happen often, but, you know, if it does, it does. But we get them out. I'll be honest with you, this lighting that's in here right now is a absolute game changer. I can watch the spray go down, the spray pattern go on now. Before it was so damn dark in here you couldn't see anything. It was terrible. So lighting is probably the most important piece of this whole damn thing, believe it or not. Ron's pretty good, really, actually, really good painter. He painted in the Navy. He was on, I think, from 75 to 79. He was on the John F. Kennedy aircraft carrier and the Dwight D. Eisenhower in fighter, the Top Hatters fighter squadron, the BF-14. I think it's like the first fighter squadron. He ran the paint shop at night for a squadron of F-14s when it first came out. So he's painted, I can't tell you how many F-14 Tomcats, but in custom cars and houses, you name it, he's painted it. But he's pretty good at this stuff. He's been doing it forever. We got 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. It's super easy to install. It just snaps together. That hexagon lighting. Each connection point, right? It's like a Y or a 45, depending on what you're doing. Has a hole in it for a screw. So you just put a drywall anchor in the ceiling. Boom, boom. Put a screw in it. You're done. It's easy. That's what we did here. I mean, it's a lot of drywall anchors and screws, but it works great. You can also rig up a system and hang it from it too. You can do that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's really good. I actually spent most of the day doing it. I ran out of pieces. I need another kit, but there's only, I think it's 138 bucks or something like that for a kit. Not too bad. 2 minutes, guys. I'm gonna go get Ron. We're gonna be spraying 2 minutes.
But I don't think we've had any love bugs in it.
I think we've managed to avoid the love bugs. I have one flying around with a white butt on him and I killed it. So.
All right, guys. Big Ron, we're ready.
We got 1 minute. Did the fans? So there's a door right there. We got it open. We got furnace filters and the fans blowing out. Used to be a box fan on top, but it died yesterday. So until I buy another one. But and then we have the top of the garage door open. So we got some ventilation going on. Kind of pulls it around, so it doesn't really kick up any dust. Kind of cool. Kind of the old school hillbilly way, you know? That's what we got going on over here. We're gonna be, yeah, not bad. You should have seen some of the shit we did for our old house. Oh my God. We had those, we built a paint booth and then ran an exhaust fan, but we had those concrete, like you're gonna pour a pillar, the round forms. We had those going out. It was pretty cool. It looked like we were cooking meth in there. It was 15, Ron.
Here we go.
All right, boys, here we go, round 2. I'm gonna mask up.
You're good.